Fox News contributor and former Special Ops Intel guy, Brett Velicovich, joins me now. Brett, the don't strategy of Joe Biden, what has that gotten us?
It's gotten us nowhere. I mean, Jesse, how many times have we said that Iran is at war with us and has been at war with us for years? Myself and others have been screaming about this over and over again. How many more U.S. soldiers do we need to lose before the administration wakes up and realizes it? When is this administration going to finally do something to protect American lives? This is the fallout from doing nothing, Jesse, and just talking instead of taking action. I said it when it came to the recent attacks in Israel that Iran only understands strength. When Trump killed Soleimani, Iran was quiet for a very long time. But when we do nothing, this is what they do. They hurt Americans. And no, we don't want war, but us doing nothing and cowering in the corner in the face of evil, it allows this evil to persist. And it will continue to persist until good men actually stand up for what's right. And it's been a long time since America has stood up. And look, if the options were to write nice letters and drop flowers and gumdrops over these evil forces in the world who wish Americans harm, then we would do that. But this is not the reality of an enemy we face today. That is not the strength that this region understands. And people at our government have always had these concerns about this escalation between us and Iran that could lead to war. But the American people need to realize they are already at war with us. They've been at war with us for some time. I've personally lost friends in Iraq to Iranian-made weapons and groups like Kataib Hezbollah, when we never attacked Iran. In fact, many soldiers during the days of Iraq will remember being specifically instructed not to strike Iranian terrorist groups, despite having a lot of information about them targeting us. But at some point, we have to protect ourselves, our citizens, our soldiers abroad, and do something.
So we're kind of escalating things right now for the last 6 months. There's been escalation. How do we strike or do anything? Because we don't want a war. We don't want conflict. But how do we strike and send a message that takes this escalation down?
Well, we need to reestablish deterrence. Those oil fields, for one, should already be on fire. Why are we even talking about it at this point? Iran is an evil that can't exist in a world today. Why aren't those oil fields on fire after the previous strike on our soldiers? Why don't we have some sort of strategic campaign to strike IRGC Quds Force officers, the same Iranian officers who've been killing U.S. soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan and terrorizing globally with impunity? We need to take the gloves off our special operations soldiers and intelligence apparatus and let them get to work. Let our men and women go to work and do what they were designed to do and trained to do, instead of letting them sit behind military bases in foreign lands, just wondering when the next ballistic missile is going to come in or the next drone strike's going to come in. We need to take the handcuffs off of them, and we need a proper strategic campaign to go after these IRGC Quds Force officers who are causing turmoil around the world.
Yeah, well, I think because the Iranians have a lot of clients in China and Europe, and Biden wants everybody to get along, and a little short-sighted. That's always been Biden's strategy. No vision whatsoever. Brett, thank you as always.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.